If you somehow haven't seen, over 4 months ago now, I started building my very own theme park in Planet Coaster 2. And since starting the park, we now have so many different areas with so many thrilling and fun roller coasters. For example, one that spins and whizzes riders round and round whilst going up a beyond vertical launch as well. And even one that just goes up a little bit and then round and back into the station. We've now taken the world record for shortest roller coaster. But Planet Coaster 2 isn't just about theme parks, which is why now we've finished a large portion of the park. In today's episode, I am going to be starting that water park that I've been talking about for what feels like years. And in this video, we're going to start making that water park and put the sort of basics in of the pathways, the swimming pools, the water slides, and then we'll continue to work on it from there, because my god, there is so much more to come with this water park. So if you do want to keep up to date on this series and watch this water park grow, then be sure not to miss another episode by subscribing to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated, as it would be if I actually started the time lapse. Welcome back to Isle of Discovery episode 18. That is crazy. I know every single time I literally say, wow, we're an episode later than before. Crazy stuff, right? But no, genuinely, it feels like this series is flying by, and to think that in probably around 6-7 episodes time we might be finishing it up is a little bit scary. But on to the next project when that happens, and on to the next project for Isle of Discovery now. That felt really calming to say, and I don't know why. As you can see, the project we are starting in this episode, you may have seen it in the title, thumbnail, and at the start of this video, so I don't really know why I'm hyping it up as if you don't know what it is. We're building a water park, finally! I actually watched back a bit of episode 1 just to see sort of how that build went compared to now. Just a bit of nostalgia, really. And I saw us sort of, you know, making the entrance and it taking forever, which made me a lot happier because it literally took me about 15 minutes to decide on post just a second ago. So I'm kind of happy it took me long then, as it's going to take me long now. Starting from scratch is difficult, but starting a water park instead of a theme park from episode 1 all the way up until episode 18 now, where we're building this front entrance. And of course this is in the back corner of the park near the Viking area of Stores Time. And I've had this area literally placed down, not that I've placed down anything on it, but I've had this plot of land in the back corner waiting to be used for, I want to say, probably about 14-15 episodes now. When we built the Viking area and even the Greek area, I made a river that went round the outside, and I thought, oh, that'd be really cool to do something in that corner. And I did actually start building a Mack hypercoaster and a BLM invert that eventually became Valkyrie, but in a different place, on this back island. So bit of a fun fact there for you. There was going to be a Mack hypercoaster. Will there be one in the park still? You're going to have to wait and see, because, spoiler alert, there might be. But as you can see, this plot of land in the back, very close to the Viking area, as said, and it's going to be a Viking themed water park. I did say quite a while back now that I was actually going to do a theme that might be encapsulating a few themes in the park, and I thought about that for a bit, and I was like, that would be really cool. But not only would you eventually have to have the outside looking quite Viking, because it has to blend in with the Viking themed area, because you can see this from there, but also I haven't done every area in the park, so I'd probably miss quite a few out. And when you finish the water park, you can't really go back and expand on it and stuff, because with the plot of land we have, it's going to be one water park. Once it's done sort of thing, because I don't think we'll be able to fit much more in, unless it's like a new slide or something like that. But I mean, obviously in real life they'd start expanding as much as they can, but this isn't real, sadly. But it'd be a bit weird, I find, to sort of do the water park and build most of it, then stop, have this one bit in the water park that is unfinished, to then come back to it after we've finished the last areas of the park, and then it just feels a little bit dislodged, you know what I mean? I want to be able to do this water park in sort of not one sitting, because that'd take forever, but I want to try and actually do it in one sort of go. I don't want to have to go back and finish it off in a major sort of area like it would if I was trying to fit all the themes in. So we might have a few Easter eggs to other coasters in the park, like maybe I know something to do with Jinshi, the Mac Extreme Spinner. Maybe we could have like a ride car or something in the water park that spins round, or some pool that's named after it in a similar way. I don't know. I don't know what pool spins round in real life, but there you go. It's just silly stuff like that, you know. I don't want to make it too serious, so we can have a few different references. And I'm going to need your guys' help a lot with some of that, though, because the slides and the pools, they all need different names, so let me know, obviously, by the end of this episode, when I go through in real time and show you the whole thing, if you have any name suggestions. They can be relating to just Vikings, or they can be relating to other rides in the park, but just try and keep it Viking based, that's what I say, because it's going to be very cool nonetheless. You may be wondering why I've only just started this water park then. Obviously, Planet Coaster 2 came out in November, we started building this around a similar time. Well, the park anyway, not the water park, because otherwise this is very old footage. But we started building the park around that time. Why is it taking me so long? Well, obviously, when the game first came out, there was a lot of bugs, and they seem to have fixed a lot of them already. But one of the main things that people complained about, and I didn't really get much experience in it because it wasn't really my forte, was the water parks and slides physics. And the slide physics back then, when I did try them out, they were horrendous. Like, they literally looked like, I don't even know how you explain it. They had no round bottoms to the slide, so it was literally just like going along a track pretty much, and there was no proper physics. So if it went round a 90-mile-an-hour corner, you just wouldn't even fly out, you'd just stick to the ground. And obviously the Frontier devs did know about this, and they were working really hard. And now, as of the day of uploading this, there is a brand new update that has come out to do with enhancing that body flume physics and the rafts and stuff, so it actually sort of malforms to the slide, and they've got round bottoms and everything. It's amazing to see. I have actually tried them out, which thank you again to Frontier for actually letting me play the update early and have a look, and this is why I've been able to do so much of this water park already with that sort of physics that you'll see later on, because Frontier have given me early access to the update, which is really cool, just giving us a chance to play around with it. And I've had a play around with it. There's a few things I noticed. My game was crashing a little bit, but I seem to have gotten past that now, and from what I've seen, it's a great update, and it's really looking like the game is coming together now. But as you can see, that front entrance is complete, and using some of the Wild West stuff in there as well, by the way. Forgot to mention that. That is an incredible themed pack. I cannot wait to start using that for our Wild West area. Ooh. What was that? But what you'll see in this time lapse and when we go into real time is those enhanced body flume and just flume physics in general, and it's really good to see. I thought I'd let you know that, just in case you think I'm some sort of magician being able to sort of make all this on the day of release and release a video as well. So just wanted to let you know that. But I can't wait to delve more into that update, and there'll be more videos about it soon, so stay tuned for that. All the changing rooms are in. I know with this game you are supposed to just place down a couple blocks of changing rooms and that's it, but I sort of wanted to do it a little bit more realistic, where you've actually got like loads of changing room facilities, so there's loads there. I know those would actually just be, I don't know, like one person little, what do they, I don't even know what they call them. Is it cubicles? I don't know. But wherever you get changed, that would be one of them each door. But in game, it's like probably millions inside each one. So I don't really mind that, as long as it's looking realistic. But as you can see, that's the pathway into the water park itself. As you can see, changing it to like a cobblestone texture. And yeah, this is going to be the pathway that leads you into the water park. And shall I give a spoiler? I think so. One of my major inspirations for this water park is my favourite place on Earth. Well, one of my favourite places on Earth. That being Rulantica at Europa Park. It is the most incredible water park I've ever been to. I absolutely love it. And I just love the indoor vibe of it, you know. It's an indoor water park, if you don't know. And it's just the lighting and the ambience inside and some of the slides. It's just so calming, but also so much fun. And they've got swim-up bars and everything like that. I thought it'd be awesome to sort of base this off of that with more of a Viking theme. I know they have a Nordic theme, but this is more Viking. I'm not copying it, okay? But as I said, the ambience and the sort of feel inside, because it's an indoor water park, I really want to make this a mostly indoor water park. So as you can see, all of what I'm building here will be enclosed inside a building. There'll obviously be massive windows around the side, so you'll still get that natural lighting, but I've been really wanting to build this as an indoor water park, and now's the final time to do that. I mean, I could make it outdoors, I could do it indoors. It's not the final time, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I thought an outdoor water park also wouldn't make sense, because as much as it is sunny all the time in this game, this is probably a theme park that I guess is based in England. So why on earth would you have an outdoor water park? It would be the worst idea ever and would never be open. So I thought it'd be good to do an indoor one. There will be an outdoor space that you won't see in this video because I haven't actually made it yet. But we'll be building that in the next episode, because water parks take a long time, I found out. You can see a lazy river that I've built around the side, and that wave pool in the centre that will become sort of the main part of this entire thing. And it's a lot harder to build than I first thought, you know. I was sat there and just sort of playing around with my tester, like, I don't know, parks that I have, just messing around with slides and all that stuff, just to get a feel for it, and I thought, you know what, this might be quite easy. Hell no, it's not. I mean, literally, in this time-lapse, you'll see a very basic layout for what is going to go on, and I wouldn't be surprised when I go and theme half this thing if it all changes pretty much entirely, because it is just so much work to try and fit pathways. And obviously you've got to remember that some pools just have, you know, like there's like jacuzzi sections, spas, there's just like little chill out areas, cabanas, is that how you say it? Yeah, it is. Loads of different places in these water parks. Obviously you need toilets around. It's just so much to think about, and a lot of the time, especially in the theme park, when I haven't built any benches or bins around, I don't really think realistically. So I've had to make sure that I do that this time around, and obviously basing it a lot off of the sort of Alton Towers water park had a few inspirations in here, and also Rulanska, Volcano Bay even. I mean, Volcano Bay to a massive amount, because right at the back that you'll see in a bit, there's these two massive drop slides that will come straight down, and I'm going to probably put them up some sort of mountain, Rocky Mountain type thing. Very similar to what we have over at Valkyrie, like that sort of rock work. But as you can see, just sort of making some easy pathways round, and this is sort of the basic template for what I want to do. It's not really a template because I made it myself, but there you go, you know what I mean. And now you've got some pathways going here. We'll probably adapt the same system as Rulanska as well, what a surprise, that they have with the wristbands, so that you can actually buy stuff in there. I know a lot of water parks do have like food and like eateries and everything inside. A lot of water parks do sort of require you to go out and get like a phone or like a card, and then come out and actually pay for your food or whatever with that, and then go back to the lockers to then come back into the water park. So it's a little bit of a faff. Whereas this will adopt that wristband system. Not that anyone cares about it, because I think the Planko peeps will still have money on them, despite the fact they're in their swimming costume. But I thought it'd be cool to sort of have in mind either way. As you can see, there's some safety, I don't even remember what they call these. They're like safety ropes that are in the pools to sort of separate certain slide exits. This will be a slide exit pool. It will not be a I don't know, a normal swimming pool. There's not many normal swimming pools yet in this area. I do need to sort that out, because I can't lie to you, I need to say this now. When you see the finished product today in real time, you probably will sit there and go, that might be the worst thing you've built in this theme park so far, because it just looks like a mess. But remember, we said that for the jungle area of Amazonia, we said that for so many different areas, and look how they all turned out. Once the theming comes in, it looks so much better. So hopefully this is the same, and there might just be a few more changes with this one, because I have never built a water park before, so this is sort of just going back to step one and building something for the first time in this game. But as you can see, slide platforms are going in. I did place one down about a minute ago and then cut away because it looked like I was starting to build a slide there, but I did not, because I moved on to this one because I didn't know what to do with the other one, although this one goes underwater now, which is terrifying. Obviously I changed that, but I wanted one of these in a drop slide. As much as I hate them in real life, I absolutely despise drop slides, not just because they're terrifying when they actually drop down. I don't like the anticipation of that, it's horrifying, but also just why you just get pummeled with water. It's horrible. So I hate those slides, so I'll be steering well clear, but I know a lot of people do like them, so that's why I've put that in. And there will be another one going in as well, because not only in the theme park but in the water park, we have to keep efficiency and ride operations to a T. So the more slides, the merrier. That's what I say. But as you can see, putting that next one in, can't just duplicate it across annoyingly. Have to do it like that. But don't mind it too much. It's pretty easy. So yeah, we'll continue with that. And as you can see, we're just sort of making those run out lanes. You might have seen a minute ago when it was underwater, I was going to do it into a splash pool, but then I sort of realised no slide that's going that fast will just chuck you out into a pool, because that's dangerous. So I thought I'll actually be realistic and put a deep run out lane on it. So we've done that, and as you can see, that's looking lovely. Our first slides in our water park. Hopefully you'll be able to see these from different pathways. I might even have like a sort of like cave exploration section that you can go into and you can see it, or maybe even like a restaurant where you can sort of see those slides going down, have some transparent tubes on it, and you can just see people's reactions. I think that'd be so cool. But yeah, another water, nice. This one's going to have another swimming pool. There you go. That is just a generic swimming pool. It won't be anything special. I might have a swim up bar in there, who knows. But alongside that, like earlier when I spoke about the amount of stuff you have to think about, you also have to think about sort of like kids pools and like the really shallow ones with all the sort of like waterfalls and everything like that. Gotta think about stuff like that too. So it's going to be quite a task to finish all of this, but I'm sure we'll get round to it. And as you know, it's going to be indoors, so we can all control the lighting and everything. Might have like a show in here or something, like light show, maybe like a massive screen, I don't know. Or we could just, you know, take some stuff outside if we need to as well. If you want like the kids splash pad outside, then we can do. Or you can just have it indoors and we can just make space for that. So that's why I wanted the indoor and outdoor just contrast, because I love that at Rulantica and I love it here. I love it at Splash Landings as well. Splash Landings water park's actually really fun, and they just need to add some more slides and some more capacity because it's not great. But as you can see, that pool isn't very big but is now complete. We are going to have a major pool somewhere else, probably on the sort of back side. You can see if you're sort of walking into the wave pool, behind that's where I'm thinking of having that major pool. Because obviously every single water park has a main pool, so we'll have to do that at some point. And all of these jagged edges and stuff of these pools, I'll fix that, don't you worry. We'll put some theming and stuff as well, so it'll all blend in nicely. It's so hard. I think that's one of the hardest things in Planet Coaster 2, and I've spoken about this multiple times, is actually finding out where to start with your builds. I know a lot of people can build a singular coaster and then the theming stumps them a little bit. Areas in general, I get stumped over because I don't know what to do with them half the time. I remember the Chinese themed area, building that Dance Macabre ride. I probably placed it in about 5 different locations before I actually made the temple around it. So I just knew I wanted it to look like a Chinese temple. I had no idea where to begin. So I think I've had it with every single area, and my only tip for that, if you have been struggling with that, is genuinely just keep playing around with it. If you have an area that you're not too happy with at first, let it sort of, you know, develop. Because you can see this water park, I'll walk past it and I will probably not even say the words I say every single time that I'm happy with it. I probably won't even say that, which is crazy. I don't really like what I've built so far, but that is purely because I'm waiting for the theming to go in, because the one bit I do like is the main wave pool, and that is because I've started theming it, and you'll see that in due course. But Matt Raft Flume's going in now. Love these things. Again, I'm sorry for mentioning it so much, but Rulantica, they actually have an 8-person racing mat slide, and it isn't just like this. It is an entire, like, I don't know, there's like helixes, there's like crossover points and stuff. It's such a cool slide. So obviously we're not going for that. We're going for the generic Raft Racing Flume, but I thought it'd be really cool to do something like this. You got to have some racing flumes in there occasionally. There's actually one in the background that I'll build in a bit that does actually duel with the other one, so that's quite cool. I mean, it doesn't really dual at all. It sort of just goes at the same time as each other. Is that really dueling? I don't really know. But you can see the map flumes there going in, and as you can see, linking up the pathways like so. The pathways are so difficult to build when you want to sort of make these weird shapes and areas and stuff. Obviously, the pathing tool is not the problem there. It's me. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing half the time. Like, what am I doing? There we see. I started malforming that pathway and then just completely gave up on it. I'm such an idiot. But we've got so many more raft flume areas like this one. And as you can see, we're starting off with this right here. We're going to have it go down. This one I wanted to have a special element on it. They have some special elements in the game. It's sort of like, I don't know, like the back and forths that you have, which is the one I use. I don't know the technical term for it. But like that one there, you see, where it sort of goes up. Half pipe. That's the name. Yeah, the half pipe. Probably one of the elements in the game that I'm still not 100% on. The physics, as much as they have been enhanced, they're still a little bit strange with that one. I don't really know why. I think when it enters that, it just doesn't look right. And I don't know how to pinpoint exactly what I mean, but I'll show you guys later and you'll probably see what I mean. But I do appreciate the fact that if it does go through it slowly now, instead of just rolling back, it does just pass through at a lot less of a steep gradient, so you can actually still have it work if it is going slower. So I appreciate that though. That is cool. This raft slide right here, I thought this was going to be one that also would have a special element, but the special elements on it are so huge. They are massive, some could say. I decided not to do one, and we just went for the generic sort of, I don't know, family raft slide flume. And it goes a bit around like the pathways and everything, sort of dips in and out. I was going to do an uphill water jet like you probably just saw, and I decided not to because I think it'd be way too long. I would love to do a Master Blaster type water slide in this park though, so yeah, I'll probably put that in the next episode because like I said, there's going to be so much more to come. I mean, I literally just showed you about the half pipe going through. And yeah, trying to switch it around, I don't know what I was doing at this point, so I just sort of ended it off in a second, made the final splash pool and gave up. This is the thing though, water slides are not my forte either. You know, I built coasters in Planet Coaster all the time. The water slides are very much a new thing to anyone really. And especially to me, I've barely used them. So this is my first ever water park, like I've said in the title and everything. Like, I'd never built a water park properly in this game before until now. So yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Not as much as coaster building. I feel like I more prefer the coaster building aspect in a theme park and stuff. But I would much rather do this than build the hotel and stuff, because I can't lie, I don't really know what happened to my brain, but when I was building the water park for the actual hotel, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually building a water park now, even though it's just a swimming pool with a singular slide. But you get what I mean. And then the hotel itself, I sort of sat there, I was like, I'm not enjoying building this, but again, please take me back to some coasters. I don't know, I just feel like, I think the hotel, the reason for me not feeling it too much was the fact that it doesn't have a purpose really. In game it doesn't have a purpose. Obviously in real life it would. People would stay there, perfect, have a resort, perfect. You can't do that in the game yet because there's no hotels. So I think just because it had no purpose in game, I just didn't enjoy building it as much as I would some coasters. And the slide, look at that, that's one slide going in on the first platform we placed. But genuinely before that slide even, there was probably about two reiterations, is that how you say it? Yeah, reiterations of that slide. I tried so many different things, it was just ridiculous, but we got there in the end. And you can see the sort of slide bit where it does that little helix. That is actually going to be outside the water park, I thought, because there's no point in having that inside the water park. So you can see it's all sort of enclosed, there's no transparent flume pieces there. I thought it'd just be better that way because no one wants to see just a random section of tube. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This is one of the longest time lapse I've done, by the way, so I'm sorry if I'm yapping, because I definitely am. But yeah, it's quite funny to see how far this series has come in terms of even video length, you know. Like, I originally showed you probably like 15-20% of what I was building, purely because I just wasn't used to time-lapse recording, and now I'm used to it. So I've literally time-lapsed every single part of this water park build, and that is fantastic. I mean, in general, I've wanted to make my videos not just for Planet Coaster, but in general, I've said in general about 5 times. I've wanted to make the general theme park videos, there we go again, a lot longer than normal. I remember, what, 2-3 years ago, they were about 3-4 minutes long, and now we're looking at around 10 to 15 minutes for an average video. Oh, we love to see it. Trying my best. With this series as well, I thought, a lot of you guys were asking for longer time lapses, longer actual episodes, longer time looking through the real time as well. Now I'm saying time about 50,000 times. Oh my god, I write my own stupidity, don't I? But I've just searched it up. The first episode of this series was 12 minutes long, and the first 7 to 8 minutes was time lapse, and then the rest was real time. And now we're on about, I think this video is going to end up being about 35 minutes long, because we're building a water park and we're building an entire area. And I wanted to show you every single little thing, because as much as I thought rock placing would be boring, as soon as I said that, we're going on to rock placing, you guys said you really wanted to see it. So I really do hope you're enjoying the series and the longer episodes as well. It's a shame to know that it's coming to an end soon. Although there are extra projects coming soon. Recreations will return as well. I don't know for certain if there will be a park of this scale, not until close season anyway, because this is obviously a huge theme park, and this has taken multiple months, and it's my first ever one, so I've really enjoyed it, and I would happily do it again, but I'm already struggling to sort of fit the time in to build some of it, which is why some episodes are earlier, some episodes will be later in the week, which is just how it is, because timings. There you go. But I'll try and release episodes as much as I can. So doing another large-scale park like this, I don't know if I'll be able to do it right away, but in the close season, for sure. But there will still be big projects coming, such as those recreations, or my own theme parks again, but a lot smaller theme parks, I reckon. I've got a few ideas, and I really can't wait to do them. They're going to be more realistic than this one, I think. Obviously, this is if I had a dream budget, like if you had Universal's budget, Disney's budget, and you just had free roam of what you wanted to do. Whereas maybe next time we'll go for maybe like a smaller park and like more land that I know is strange. Maybe I'll be taking over an abandoned theme park now. Who knows? I've got so many ideas. So you'll see all that in due course. But as you can see, adding some more rock work, some nice water fountains going into the wave pool there. It looks like those are the ones that are causing that, but they're really not. The wave pool is really cool though. Like said, so far that is the main portion I'm happy with. Everything else looks so bare at the minute that I can't bear it. Oh, I'm not funny. The theming though is going in for that wave pool, so if you have any name suggestions for the wave pool, then be sure to leave it down below. And if you have any names for the slides that you're about to see in the real-time footage, then leave them in the comments too. Obviously all Viking themed. If you want to somehow put like a nod to another ride in the park, then feel free. I really can't wait to see what you guys come up with. But let's go into real time now. And we are here at Isle of Discovery. You may be like, where the hell are we? We're not at the front entrance for once. We're actually on the other side at the sort of car park drop off for the water park. As you can see, it's under construction right now. It's sort of in this back corner. You can see the Chinese themed area of Lantasia right here. Car park. But I've got some road infrastructure going in, and obviously we've got the bus drop off too, but I'm saving the entrance of the park for an episode or two because there's some work going on over there, and I won't reveal any more than that. But from the bus drop off area and the car parks, you can walk over and there will be this insane view of Valkyrie from here. That Immelman is crazy, and obviously at normal park opening time you'll see that going round, and that'll be really, really cool to witness. And there's going to be some theming and some trees around here. Obviously the border of the world is literally right there, so I've got to be careful. But as you walk through, you can see what is currently the front entrance of the water park. Looking to our left, again, lovely view of the B&M invert, and to our right, nothing. But directly in front is that entrance to the water park. You can see we've got some like water features over there. There'll be some more stuff added, but I thought I'd make a start on the front entrance just to give us a good idea of what this will look like. And as you enter through, as you can see, this area here is going to be indoors, as will be the majority of what you can see built already. And we're going to have some really nice like lighting in here, alongside a nice little restaurant over on this side, a gift shop somewhere on this side too, and then of course a reception where you can sort of buy tickets. Or, well, not really a reception, that's for hotels. An information kiosk where you can buy your pool passes, and then you'll enter through some turnstiles this way and then enter the water park facilities. This will all be fully done to a proper standard, but these are all the changing rooms. As you can see, you go in them in the game and it's just nothing. But I might stick some doors on some of these as well, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. And then you got some toilets over here too. This will all be in its own building as you then walk through to the main water park. And as you can see, this is your view currently. Now, as you can tell, you've got the lazy river going right underneath. You've got some slides off in the background. But over there is what I want the main view to be, because I think it'd be awesome to have this sort of shipwreck in front and then these rocks, but also behind have a really tall like sort of structure, which is that mountain I spoke about right in the background that holds those two slides, so you can sort of see it and see the grand scale of this water park from literally just the entrance. And because it's not finished yet, there's no point in taking you around different pathways and stuff, but I guess if you take like a right hand turn, you can, well, I mean left or right, it goes around the whole thing. You eventually end up in the best part so far, which is that wave pool, and I really like how this ended up looking. I think that sort of safety rope at the end is very realistic as well, and the sort of jets coming in, and obviously the windmill, the boat as well. I'm going to say it, I'm happy with it. You got some lifeguards, some nice little deck chairs as well. I sort of forgot about them as well, so I need to start making areas for them. And then over here we have what is the start of the water slides. We have 3 slides here. I coloured one yellow, red and orange. Again, if you have any name suggestions, please leave them below. But yeah, we have a 2-person raft flume right here, as you can see, and then we also have the body flumes too. But half of them will be outside. This section will all be outside. Maybe even one section could run into the restaurant. I don't know. And then we have the family raft flume here. You can see inside. Look how nice that looks now. It's actually malforming to the slide. Look at it. That's so cool. I love to see that. It's so much better than before. And then that ends over here. Oh, there's a water dump. Oh, there you go. A nice slow end. Nothing special. And they all die. And then this is the single raft flume right there. Again, goes up the sides and we've got this nice transparent section. Look at it go. And then we've got the half pipe over here, which actually looks like it's been improved in this update. There it goes. It was acting a bit strange before, but I think since they've actually updated it, oh, lag, that actually might be better. And also, it's got quite a bit of speed here. It seemed to lose a lot of speed when it went into there originally, but now it's got quite a bit. I might be able to do something else with that slide. Oh, but yeah, just seeing these physics so much better now. Like, look at it. It's actually going up the side. Like, we've been waiting for this since the game came out. It really should have been in the game when it came out. But, like, this is great. Whoa, look at it. The graphics might be a bit off because I've turned them down because this park is starting to lag out my computer loads. Whoa, this is fast. And then, yeah, a nice slow end to the ride. Oh, bye-bye. I'll be POVing all of them at some point when we've actually finished more of the park, because I feel like this is way too unfinished to POV most of them, because they're going to have a load of theming, like these two right here. These are just the drop slides, and as you can see, they drop all the way down here underneath this pool and then go out here, and they've got a ton of speed. If we test them, you'll see the dummy come out like so. Here it comes. Look how much speed that had. So much speed. And of course we have the matte racing flumes right there as well. These are some of my favorite things at water parks. They're just such innocent fun. So you can access that via this pathway here, and as you can see, we've got another pool that I made right there, and another pool right here, which actually leads sort of weirdly into this exit pool of this slide, but I need to sort all of this out. But yeah, you might not have seen on the time-lapse, we've even got some toilets there, and the entire space we've already taken up may look huge, but we've still got this amount of space to take up as well. Oh my god. So I'm sure I'll be able to figure something out there in the next episode, because that's what we're going to be doing in that part. We're going to be filling out the rest of this, adding some more theming to what we've already done, and then also making a start on maybe some of the facilities over here. This build is just getting started, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the future episodes where we continue this water park. Thank you for watching.